I'm Christy from the Northwest Corner, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a strawberry truffle, or as some people call them, trifle. Super easy, don't really use a recipe, just kind of throw what I want into it, take out what I don't, put something different in. So I've got 2 pounds of strawberries, I've got a pre-made pound cake, I have some strawberry gel left when we made the strawberry pie, so I'm going to use the rest of that. I'm going to use a sugar-free cheesecake pudding, and we're going to make homemade whipped cream. So I'm going to go ahead and do the strawberries. I've already cleaned them, hulled them, cut the tops off, and sliced them, so they're all done. Because I'm going to go ahead when I get these mixed up and stick them in the refrigerator to chill up or firm up, whatever. If you all seen the strawberry pie, I didn't wait quite long enough, and it was like strawberry pie landslide. So you want to leave it chill in the refrigerator for a while. I probably won't use, obviously I won't use as much of the strawberry gel in this. So I would say this is probably going to be like one size of the container, ones that you can buy like at Walmart or in the produce department when they have them out to make like homemade strawberry pies. It's strawberry season pretty much, and I'm getting some really good deals on strawberries, so we're eating quite a few strawberries right now. I picked these up at Aldi's, and they are just, I mean, wonderful. That is pretty much all of that. Just a little dibble left. There we go. I'm going to turn a little light on, that way you got a little more light inside the bowl. How's that?
Oh, there we go.
A little helpful. We're still trying to figure out some things, like we don't want to give you guys too much light, but then we don't want to not give you enough, so we're figuring it out. Alright, strawberries are good and mixed. I'm going to say that is good, and I'm going to put these in the refrigerator. Alright, throw this away. Whoa, and I just about knocked everything down. Did you see that? Just keep going.
Good job, honey.
I know. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make the pudding. Because I'm gonna make my whipped cream with heavy cream, like I did on the strawberry pie. And that was going to take a little bit longer, so I'm going to mix this and get this to where it's just starting to thicken up. I won't mix it probably as much as I did when I did the pudding, the pie. And this is the Jell-O Cheesecake Zero Sugar pudding mix. I think cheesecake sounds good in it. And I'm going to get my milk. And my whisk. I thought I got my whisk out. Huh. I could have swore I got a whisk out. Don't now. Alright. We're going to make it with milk. I'm going to use 1.5 cups of milk. We're going to do the pudding pie directions because we want it to be thicker. I always shake my milk and my cream and everything. It's something I've always done. I just want to make sure that the cream is always mixed in with it. I'm just going to mix it up and get it to where it's starting to get thick. tell you, today has been very, very cold. You know, it's like when winter first starts, I don't know, maybe I'm different, but when winter first starts, I'm never as cold, it seems like, as I am at the end of winter. When you've had a few warm days and then you get that cold, yeah. I think it's colder now than it has been. Or I'm just getting old, one of the two. All right, so it's not quite thick, but it's not real runny, and it's gonna thicken up as it sits, waiting on us. And you can use any pudding mix that you wanna use. I just used that one. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the whipped cream started. And when I get the mixer on, I'll get it started and show you guys what I'm doing, and then we'll take a break. Let me get my stevia out. I forgot to grab that out. And yes, I use stevia and not sugar, but you can use sugar in yours. Remember, your kitchen, your rules, whatever works for y'all. And it can be regular white sugar or powdered sugar. I almost forgot what I was thinking. Need my cord. Okay. And that will be half and half, or heavy whipping cream. Sorry about that. I'm discombobulated. I'm sorry. And I don't measure because however much whipped cream I make. That's probably a good 2 cups. Use a lot of heavy cream. A lot. I cook with it, bake with it, all the good stuff. Gonna use my Ninja Combo. It's a mixer immersion blender.
Yes,
Immersion blender. I always get those mixed up. Eversion. I always want to call it eversion.
Yes.
It's an immersion blender.
A combo. A combo.
Yeah, it's a combo. I like it. It was a Christmas gift from my husband. A shocking Christmas gift. He did really good.
That year.
Yeah. And it's vanilla that I'm putting in. I'm going to use a little bit more than I normally do. About 1.5 teaspoons. Use the stevia. Now, when I made it with the pie, I only started with a teaspoon, but I ended up, remember I said taste it and see, needed just a little bit more. So I used right there, probably 1.5 tablespoons. And again, you'll taste it. So just like I said, it's just vanilla, heavy cream, and stevia. Start off slow to get it mixed. You don't want to over mix it. You'll get butter. And it'll mix like this for a few minutes. It's probably going to take about 7 minutes for this. You want to take a look at this camera guy, and then we'll take a break while I'm mixing this so that when we come back you can hear me. Alright, welcome back. There's the whipped cream. Get a nice shot of it. You see, you should be able to do that with it.
Oh, turn it upside down, huh?
Turn it upside down. It doesn't fall out. That's a good whipped cream.
It's like a blizzard at Dairy Queen.
Well, yeah, kind of. I'm going to hand it out to you. They don't do that very often.
One of these times you're going to turn it upside down, it's going to fall out.
It's not gonna. I can tell you that stuff is very sturdy. All right. I'm going to open my pound cake. Got a little wrapper on it. It's very messy. Of course, pound cakes always are. I love pound cake though. Pound cake's probably one of my favorites. I'm gonna get a little paper towel here. Okay. Now I get the strawberries out and we're going to assemble. And again, you make it how you want to make it. You layer it how you want to layer it. Because if anybody can tell you, my husband and my children will tell you, I am not a rule follower when it comes to recipes. Alright, so I need a spoon for, and you see the pudding? Pudding's all nice and solid too. And I only whisk it for what, a minute if that? Okay, let's see. Not sure what I'm gonna exactly use, so I'm gonna start off with, I think, some cake on the bottom. Now, I'm gonna cut them in little chunks, not huge ones, because I need to make it go all the way through. Because I was gonna make strawberry shortcake, but since I have that strawberry gel, and I needed to use it because I don't like to throw things away, I'm gonna make a truffle or a trifle, however you guys wanna call it. Let's just call it yumminess, okay? How about that? And yes, it's falling apart, but that's okay. That'll be totally fine. Gonna put a layer of cake at the bottom. It's kind of like, I do this dessert. I use Twinkies though in it. I do it in the summer. And if you ever find the patriotic Twinkies, it's got the little red, white, or red and blue sprinkles in it, and for red, white, and blue, I do that with strawberries and the Twinkies, and oh my gosh, my daughter-in-law loves that. She asks me to make it every year. Okay, so I've got some cake. I might put a few more little pieces in here. And I don't have any fancy dancy bowls. It's the glass one. And I'll put some strawberries in it. You might want to come in closer there, cameraman. Oh, look at that.
Good Lord.
I know. Your wife, I swear. What are you gonna do with her? If y'all weren't on the camera, I'd lick my fingers. You guys do that? Lick your fingers? When it's just you guys? I do.
I only do it when I'm by myself.
You fib. We do it all the time.
No.
Yeah. Okay, layer of strawberries. Use a few more. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna use some cheesecake pudding. Yep. Looks beautimous. And use some of the homemade whipped cream. When I was younger, you know, you watch the cooking shows, and I watched them make homemade whipped cream. It was heavy whipping cream, you know. Well, back then, you didn't have the internet. Yes, I'm dating myself again. But anyway, so I thought, oh, I can do that. I went to the store. I got a container of the heavy whipping cream. And made it. Did exactly what they said. Except, I didn't put the sugar in it, so it wasn't sweet. I tasted it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what do they mean this is good? It was the worst tasting stuff ever. So always add your vanilla and your sugar to make your whipped topping. Do some more strawberries. And this is a huge dessert, so you know where it's going after we're done with it. It's going to some kids. I don't know which ones, but it's going to them. I took a piece of strawberry pie over to my mother-in-law. Oh my goodness. She was in seventh heaven. I'm gonna lay a pudding. We're gonna use the rest of the pudding on this layer. Smoosh it around. While y'all are watching this, could you like our YouTube channel? I'm working really hard, putting a lot of videos out. I hope that you guys are liking our content. I'm really trying to bring you some different things that a lot of people don't normally, you know, eat or make, or just something new. You know, I know what it's like to get into a rut and make the same things over and over and over again. And you got kids, and you need something kind of quick because you've got sports or, you know, whatever, their activities. I've been there, done that. And if I can bring a fresh perspective to something, I'm going to do it for y'all. If you have any ideas that you'd like to see me make, let me know. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of the Cool Whip then, or not Cool Whip, sorry, whipped cream. I'm just going to do a thin one here because I'm going to put some cake on the top, some more strawberries. I'm kind of going to decorate it a little bit. Okay, and we're going to do strawberries first. So we're going to do the rest of the strawberries on this layer. You can see the layers in it.
Oh, yeah.
And that is what they call a truffle or a trifle, whatever you guys want to call it.
Well, I don't know the difference. I just know it goes down my stomach.
We've always called it truffles. I mean, that's always been what, I don't know, maybe it's just different regions, like north, you know, we're in Northwest Ohio, so maybe that's what we call it up here, and I don't know, they call it something different somewhere else. And I'm just going to crumble up the last of this cake and put on top, and then I'll top it with the whipped cream.
I just call it strawberry stuff.
Yeah, I always make a name up for stuff.
There you go, strawberry stuff.
Strawberry stuff.
Simple, direct and to the point what it is.
Well, not really,
Well,
because
it kind of is.
strawberry stuff could be any strawberry stuff. Really.
Okay, you got me.
Okay, now the rest of our whipped cream.
That way you can always change it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that we have to rename it.
You know, it'd be really good, I bet, this summer when I do like something for Memorial Day or 4th of July with blueberries, strawberries, and then, you know, the cake and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Look at that. All put together. Do you want to try some? We'll try a little bit.
Yeah, we can try some.
You want to try it now, or you want to bring them back and do it in a little while? Let it sit up a little bit?
Yeah, let it sit for a while.
All right, so we're going to put this in the refrigerator and let it sit up. You can see all the nice little pretty layers in it. It looks really pretty. And after we have our dinner and whatnot, we'll bring you back for a taste test on our dessert.